Africa's economic future is being rewritten right now, and most people have no idea they could be part of it. While the world debates climate change and sustainability from boardrooms in distant continents, Africa is quietly positioning itself to lead the global bioeconomy revolution. But here's where it gets controversial. The opportunities that could transform entire communities are sitting right there, waiting for the right people to step forward, yet many qualified Africans don't even know these chances exist. The Bioeconomy Coalition of Africa, known as BioCA, has just opened applications for 6 groundbreaking working groups that could fundamentally shift how we think about sustainable development across the continent. This isn't your typical advisory committee or academic discussion group. These working groups are designed as action-oriented platforms where real decisions get made, real policies get shaped, and real innovations come to life. And this is the part most people miss. You don't need to be an established expert to make a meaningful impact. In fact, some of the most innovative solutions often come from fresh perspectives and unconventional thinking. So what exactly are these 6 specialized areas that BioCA believes will drive Africa's sustainable future? First, there's the Green Bioeconomy Division, which focuses entirely on revolutionizing agriculture and forestry practices. This group tackles how African nations can leverage their vast agricultural potential while maintaining environmental sustainability, a challenge that affects food security for over 1 billion people. The Red Bioeconomy Working Group dives deep into healthcare and life sciences innovations. Given Africa's unique health challenges and rich biodiversity, this sector represents enormous untapped potential for breakthrough treatments and medical technologies developed right here on the continent. Then we have the White Bioeconomy team, dealing with industrial biotechnology, renewable energy solutions, and biomaterials development. This is where traditional manufacturing meets cutting-edge science to create entirely new industries. The Blue Bioeconomy Group concentrates on aquatic resources and marine innovation, particularly exciting considering Africa's extensive coastlines and freshwater systems that remain largely underexplored from a bioeconomy perspective. The Policy and Governance Working Group might be the most crucial of all, as they focus on creating the regulatory frameworks, strategic policies, and implementation pathways that will either enable or stifle bioeconomy growth across African nations. Finally, the Business Development Team works on the practical side, innovation commercialization, investment attraction, and turning scientific breakthroughs into viable businesses that actually create jobs and generate economic growth. But here's where things get really interesting and potentially controversial. By joining any of these working groups, participants aren't just attending meetings or writing reports. They're directly collaborating with scientists, industry leaders, entrepreneurs, and government policymakers to influence decisions that will impact millions of lives. These groups have real power to shape regional and continental initiatives, co-develop innovation projects, and drive policy changes. The question becomes, should this level of influence be accessible to students and early career professionals, or should it remain in the hands of established experts? BioCA clearly believes in democratizing this opportunity, but not everyone agrees with this approach. Who exactly can throw their hat in the ring for these positions? The eligibility criteria are refreshingly inclusive. Any individual currently based in an African country can apply, whether they're undergraduate students, postgraduate researchers, or early to mid-career professionals. The only non-negotiables are genuine passion for sustainability, innovation, and development, plus demonstrated interest in at least one of the thematic areas. Here's what might surprise you. Previous bioeconomy experience isn't required. This deliberate choice opens doors for diverse perspectives and unconventional solutions, though it also raises questions about whether complex bioeconomy challenges need more specialized expertise. The application process itself is straightforward but competitive. Interested candidates need to complete the application form available through BioCA's official channels, with all submissions due by September 30th, 2025. Given the limited spaces available, the selection process promises to be highly competitive. PCA's official website provides comprehensive information about each working group, including detailed descriptions of their objectives, current projects, and expected commitments from participants. Now, here's something worth debating. Is Africa ready to lead the global bioeconomy? Or are we rushing into complex technological solutions when basic infrastructure and education gaps still exist across much of the continent? Some critics argue that focusing on advanced bioeconomy initiatives might divert attention and resources from addressing fundamental development needs. On the flip side, supporters contend that bioeconomy approaches could actually accelerate solutions to these basic challenges while positioning Africa as a global leader rather than a perpetual aid recipient. For those seeking similar opportunities, organizations like Global South Opportunities regularly highlight openings across various platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Telegram channels. It's worth noting that Global South Opportunities serves purely as an information-sharing platform and doesn't process applications or handle recruitment activities directly. All inquiries and applications should go directly to the hiring organizations. So here's my challenge for you. Do you believe Africa should prioritize becoming a bioeconomy leader, potentially leapfrogging traditional development stages? Or should the focus remain on solving basic infrastructure and education challenges first? And if you're eligible for these working groups, what's really stopping you from applying? I'm genuinely curious about your perspective on this. Are initiatives like Bioeconomy the key to Africa's sustainable future? Or are they premature, given current realities? Let me know what you think. I have a feeling this conversation could get heated, and that's exactly what we need.